Now I can now move to the next step, whereby I'm supposed to change the mixed, change an improper fraction into a mixed number. Now in class 4, you talked about a fraction, a simple fraction. And a simple fraction is a fraction which has a numerator and a denominator. But the numerator should be smaller than a denominator. For example, 1 over 2, or 2 over 5, or 7 over 9. These are simple fractions. Now we have another type of fraction which we call the improper. This simple fraction is also called proper fraction. So we have the improper fraction. An improper fraction is one which has also a numerator and a denominator. But the numerator now should be bigger than a denominator. For example, we have 5 over 2, or 6 over 5, or 11 over 9. This numerator is smaller than the denominator. Now we also have another number that another type of fraction that we call the mixed number. Although it's not really a fraction because it's mixed, like we're going to discuss further. This is where you mixed a whole number and a proper fraction, because always you should write your answer in a finally in a proper fraction. For example, 3 and a half, or 10 and 5 over 9, or even 20 and 3 over 4. So we can change now. In class 5, now we are supposed to learn how to change now the improper, because we cannot write, we cannot give our answers like this. You change the improper fraction to a mixed number, or a mixed number to a fraction, to an improper fraction. So how do you go about that? What we do, and especially if you are changing now an improper fraction, which should not be written as an improper fraction, because we said the improper fraction has a bigger numerator than a denominator. Then if you are to change, for example, 5 over 2, to a mixed number, then, for example, number A is 5 over 2. Remember, we said that for you to get a fraction, this means that it's a whole number, or something that is one whole, and then you divide it into pieces. That is what we call a fraction. When you get one piece, then you're going to get a fraction of that one object or fruit or even a cake for that matter. So this means then I am going to do 5 divided by 2. Sorry, I'm supposed to literally do 5 divided by 2 because 5 over 2 means that over is a division sign. So then I'll be forced now to write by 5 and then divide by 2. For sure, you can use the long method that you're using in class 2 and 3, where you count the sticks 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then you divide by 2, where you put the numbers in bundles. Now this one does not have a partner, so it will not be in bundle. So in short, this answer should be 2 remainder 1. But having gone through the class 3 and class 4, then you know that you can use this. You can use the long division, whereby you just say 5 divided by 2, and I'll take 2 because 2 times 2 is 4, and I cannot take 2 times 3, which is 6, since 6 is bigger than 5. So what am I going to write? I'll write 4 there, because 2 times 2 is 4. Then I take away and I get 1. So here I'll have a remainder 1. Now when since I got the answer as 2 remainder 1, then these 2 numbers will help me write now my improper fraction into a mixed number. Why? Because this will be the whole number that we got here as the answer. Then the remainder will be the numerator. Then the dividend, or the one that we were dividing with, will be your denominator. Let's do another. For example, 11b, 11 over 9. So what do you do? Just say 11 divided by 9. Then you do it literally. Now 1 divided by 9 is 0. And 11 divided by 9 is 1 because of 9. Then you take away 1, take away this, cannot. You borrow 1, you get 0, then 11, get 2. So the answer is 1 remainder 2. So you write here 1 remainder 2. Then remember that this 1 that you got as the answer is the whole number, and then the remainder will be the numerator, and the dividend will be the denominator, and there will have your mixed number. Now, when you get your mixed number, like I said, in mathematics, you just play about with these numbers. Now, I can start now with my 2 and a half, and go back to my improper fraction. Can also get this and go back to my improper fraction. That is, if the examiner asks me to change the now mixed number to an improper fraction, so I'm just playing about with these numbers. For example, A, let's just take what we had done there, 2 and a half, and I'm supposed to do what? To change it into improper fraction. I'll just use the numbers that I did use here in division to get the same answer there. So 2, which is the whole number, 2, then I multiply by the denominator, that is 2 times 2, I'll get 4. Then I'll get 4. Then plus the remainder, which is this 1 over here, plus 1, to get 5. But all this should be over the denominator that you've been given. So you get 2. Can you see? I'm changing my 2 and 1 over 2 to 5 over 2. B, do the same. I'll get 1 and 2 over 9. What do I do? 1 times 9, 1 times 9, and then plus this, plus 2. Have I seen those numbers when I was dividing? Yes. I had 1 times 9, and I got 9, and it's true. 1 times 9 is 9. Then I add the remainder, then over the denominator, and I'll get 1 times 9 is 9, plus 2 is 11. So I'll get 11 over 9. So you can play with these numbers as much as possible, and then you'll have enjoyed